What's up guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another update for our money goal marathon. This is the video where every single month I share with you guys how we are doing on our progress for our annual financial goals. And in today's video, I'm sharing with you our progress for the month of September 2021. Before I get into it, I just want to quickly say this is the first video I'm actually filming since I posted my addiction video. And I just want to say thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Like, thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my story here on YouTube and for being so open and receptive to what I shared in that video. I got literally no hate comments. Well, 2 hate comments on the whole video, and you guys like attacked those people in the comments for me. I didn't even have to respond to them. And that just goes to show that, like, you know, this stuff that we feel so ashamed about, that we feel so alone about, is often stuff that everybody feels the same way about. Like, everybody's going through their own version of their hard, shameful times in their life. And so just thank you guys so much for letting me put that out there. If you haven't watched it, that video is about my drug addiction story and how it ties into my financial story and my troubles to get pregnant and all that stuff. It just kind of like ties everything together. So if you watch me regularly, I'd really recommend you watch that video because it's a really big, important piece of my story that I think will kind of give some context to everything. And so that's what somebody commented. They're like, this video gives context to everything else. Like, it just ties it all together. And I was like, yes, that's exactly why I felt like I needed to do it. For that reason, and just because I just, like, sometimes you need to get it off your chest, and that's what I needed to do. So thank you for giving me that opportunity. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's not take any more time. Let's jump right into the video. The spreadsheet I use in all of these Money Goal Marathon videos is available for purchase in my shop, which will be linked in the video description. It is an annual financial goal tracking spreadsheet. It's an instant download to Google Sheets, and it comes with a detailed video tutorial along with me every single month showing you how we use it as well. All right, so this is our annual financial goal tracking spreadsheet. I have most of the year shown here. October, November, and December I had hidden, and I'm gonna hide those columns again just so they're out of the way, but it does have the rest of the months in here. And I'm also going to scroll all the way over so you can see, but just generally each month we enter in how much we put towards our different goals. We have a lot of different debt goals, we have a lot of different savings goals, and while it's good to focus kind of on one at a time, sometimes that just doesn't work for your life and you want to accomplish multiple goals in one year. And that's the type of year we're having this year. I wanted to work on a lot of things. Next year may be different, but this year we have a lot of financial goals, and so this is the way I'm able to keep track of each of them. So we've got our gross income that we put in this section, our retirement and savings goals are in this turquoise section, and then debt goals are in this section, and finally our expenses and taxes go down here. So let me scroll all the way over to September just to make it easier to read, because we are further into the year now, so it's kind of like a lot of numbers to see all at once. So let's just kind of narrow it down to just what's going on this month. So our income for the month was $11,209. That's gross. So that's before taxes, before insurance, before retirement contributions or anything are taken out of our paycheck. So $11,000, that's actually our lowest income month of the whole year, and I think it'll be the lowest. I don't think there'll be another one this low, hopefully. I think October I definitely know is higher, November might be around here, a tad bit higher, and then December is definitely higher. However, this annual goal, I don't think we're gonna hit it. I think we're gonna be quite short of it. So year to date, we've made around $170,000, and our goal for the year is $225,000, and I think we're gonna be closer to like 215. I think we're gonna be about 10,000 shy of that goal. Unless I have like a really amazing month on YouTube in like October, November, December, then we could get a little closer, but I still think I don't think we're gonna hit that goal. But that's okay. I'd honestly rather set goals that are a little bit higher than I think we can hit, or like stretch goals so we push ourselves to get there, rather than set goals that I know we can definitely hit and then we maybe get a little bit lazy, and instead of pushing to exceed the goal, we end up spending that extra money. So I'm okay with that. We'll see where we end up at the end of the year, but I think we're gonna be short. We're on track right now. We're 75% of the way through the year, and we are 76% of the way to this goal, but I don't think we're gonna hit that. But that's okay, it's still a killer income year for us. We are gonna break $200,000 for sure, so I'm totally happy with that. All right, on to the retirement and savings goals. So my husband's 401k, that automatically comes out of his paycheck, $750 per paycheck, so he had 2 paychecks this month, so $1,500 came out. And then we've hit these other 2 goals right here, my Roth IRA and our HSA. Those are done for the year. My daughter's 529, we had budgeted $25 to put into that account this month, and we did put $25 in. So for the year, we're at $1,750, and we had set a goal of $2,500, so we're 70% of the way to that goal. I also think we're gonna fall short of this goal. I don't see a way that we're gonna hit that, honestly, because I just rather put more money towards debt. And so it's hard to really like put a lot of money towards her 529 account. This is, you know, my daughter is 2.5. It doesn't feel like as much of a priority. So we put all the money that we get as gifts into this account, and then we put a little bit of our own money. And actually, I think we're gonna be changing it up for next year. I'm already looking towards next year. I need to like back it up a little bit. It's October. We still have 3 months left in this year, but I'm already like looking ahead towards next year. And yeah, this is just not that much of a priority right now. It's important, but I feel like getting our debts paid off faster is more important, especially right now where our income's a little bit lower. It just doesn't feel like a high priority. So $25 went in this month. $25 is something. It doesn't matter how little or big your contributions towards your goals are. Everything makes progress and it all adds up. So I am really glad that we put something in this month, and that got us to 70% of our goal for her 529 account. Next, we have my brokerage account. I put $280 into the account this month. Actually, some of that was my own money, and then some of it was referrals from you guys for signing up for M1 Finance and Acorns. I have 3 accounts in this brokerage section that I put money into. One is Fidelity, one is Acorns, and one is M1 Finance. I do have referral links for Acorns and M1 Finance. If you sign up for accounts, you get a cash bonus. So when you guys sign up for an account and you get a cash bonus, I do too. So thank you guys so much for using my link. That's how I have so much going into my brokerage account this month. So I really appreciate that. I'll put my links in the video description below if you want to check out either of those accounts. So for the year, we're at $2,010. The goal is $2,400, so we're 84% of the way to our goal, and I definitely think we can hit this one by the end of the year. That's just another like $390, and I think between what I have budgeted to put into my brokerage and what I might get in referrals for the next couple months, I think we'll definitely hit that. So that's good. And finally, our emergency fund, we have no more that we're putting into that this year. Year to date, we've put in $2,000, and our total emergency fund is $20,000. And for us, while we're paying off debt, that is as much as we want in an emergency fund. I think once we're debt free, we will bump that up some, because that is only about 3 months of expenses for us. Well, actually, once we're debt free, it'll be a lot more than 3 months of expenses, because a lot of our expenses is our debt payments. So yeah, but we'll still probably bump it up to like, I don't know, 30,000 or 40,000 or something. We'll see what life looks like at that point. But for now, we're not putting any more into our emergency fund and not touching our emergency fund to the extent possible. All right, so total for retirement and savings, we put in $1,805 this month, which is a very solid amount to go in. Most of it was my husband's 401k. And so year to date, we've put $32,210 towards our retirement and savings goals, and we have a goal of $38,600, so we are 83% of the way to our goal. So even though we may not hit my daughter's 529 goal, we're gonna hit, I think, all the other ones, so we're gonna get pretty close to 100% in this category, I think, by the end of the year. Next, we've got the debt section. So my husband's undergraduate student loan is paid off. For his graduate school student loan and my graduate school student loan, we just paid the minimums, and so those are right on track, 74%. You know, we're 75% of the way through the year, so those are just automatically drafted out of our account each month, and we're not paying anything extra towards those 2 debts right now. And that's because we are paying everything extra to our home equity line of credit. So our home equity line of credit has a minimum payment of $75, so we paid that this month, and then we paid extra payments of $235. So we're right on track for our minimum payments for our home equity line of credit for the year. And then for extra payments, we are definitely gonna hit that goal. I don't know why we're so close to 100% right now. You know, I switched these goals up a little bit after I quit my job because I wasn't sure what we were gonna be able to do. And I may have just underestimated how much we were gonna be able to put towards debt. So yeah, we're at $15,600 in extra payments for the year, and we had set a goal of just over 16,000. So we actually technically already hit that by the time I'm filming this video, because I made a payment yesterday. This is the beginning of October that I'm filming, and I made a payment yesterday or the day before to our HELOC for $1,000. So sneak peek for next month, we're gonna be over 100% in this category. So that's really cool. It's not even the end of the year, and we're definitely gonna hit our debt payment goals for the year. So year to date, we have paid $42,377 towards debt, and we have a goal of $51,400. So we are 82% of the way there for our debt goals. All right, and then finally for expenses excluding taxes this month, we put $4,065 towards expenses. We did have a little bit in saved money that we put towards expenses, so we definitely spent more than that this month. But I had set money aside from my paychecks before I quit, so I could kind of have like a paid leave, even though I wasn't going back to work, to transition us into this period of me not having paychecks anymore from a 9-to-5 and building up my YouTube income. So yeah, $4,065, and then we had around $2,200 go towards taxes this month. So total expenses for the month between actual expenses and taxes that came out of these paychecks for September was $6,319. So for the year, we're at $95,980 total for expenses, and our goal is to stay under $135,000. So we're 71% of the way to that goal, and we want to keep it under 100% for this goal, because if we go over, that means we've spent more in this category than we meant to, and so we want to try to stay under. And then down here, we've got this percent to savings and debt. So we're aiming to put at least 40% of our gross income this year towards financial goals, meaning retirement, savings, and debt. And so this month we put 44% of our income towards our financial goals, and year to date on average, it's actually the same. We're at 44% of our income that has gone towards financial goals. So we are above that 40% or more. So even though we're going to be short on income, I think for, hitting that goal, we're still on track with all of our debt goals, and I think we're gonna hit all of our debt goals and maybe all of our savings goals, because we are putting at this point more than 40% of our gross income towards these goals, which is just so crazy to me how we used to live and spend like almost double what we do now, because we were like kind of stuck and not making progress. And some of that was because we just had more debts that we hadn't paid off, so much more was going to interest, but a lot of it was just wasteful spending and impulse spending and not having a good budget and all the different things that we've changed in the last couple of years that have allowed us to make so much progress. So that is it for today's video. Like I said, if you like the spreadsheet and you want to get it for yourself, I will link it in the video description. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. That really helps on my channel. And if you want to see more videos like this from me, then make sure you hit that red subscribe button. I would love to have you as a subscriber, and I'll see you guys soon in my next video. Bye.